It was a quiet Saturday afternoon, and Jane was laying on her bed scrolling through TikTok. Video after video kept appearing on her screen. Millions of likes, millions of followers, millions of views. Every creator she saw seemed successful except her. Jane had always wanted to become a successful creator. She loved entertaining people, making jokes, and making videos with her friends. So after months of watching TikTok creators rise to fame, she finally decided to create her own account. At first, Jane was excited, extremely excited. She spent almost 2 hours choosing the perfect username, profile picture, and bio. To her, this wasn't just some random app. This was the beginning of her future. That same night, she uploaded her first video, and then she waited. 5 views, 12 views, 21 views. 3 hours later, the video stopped at 84 views. Jane was confused, but not discouraged. Everybody starts somewhere, right? So the next day, she uploaded again, and again, and again. But every single time the same thing happened. 190 views, 302 views, 411 views, 498 views. Never 500, never viral, never enough. Weeks slowly turned into months, and Jane became obsessed with trying to understand what people wanted to watch. Every time she opened TikTok, she saw the same thing over and over again. Loud edits, fast slang, Gen Alpha humor. Strange trends she didn't even understand herself. So Jane forced herself to follow those trends because she thought that was the only way people would finally notice her. She changed the way she talked, the way she edited, the way she acted, the way she dressed in her videos, everything. But the harder she tried to become like everybody else, the more people disliked her content. The comments became brutal. Bro thought this was funny. This is painful to watch. She's trying too hard. Who even watches this girl? Jane laughed at the comments sometimes, but deep down, they hurt her badly. Because every night after posting videos, she would secretly stare at the screen, hoping the numbers would finally change. Hoping one day, one video would finally save her. But it never happened. One night, Jane sat quietly on her bed, holding her phone in complete silence. Her latest video had been uploaded for 6 hours, and it was sitting at 203 views. She refreshed the page again, still 203. She refreshed again, 204. Jane slowly locked her phone and placed it beside her. The room became quiet, very quiet. She started wondering if maybe she wasn't interested enough. Maybe she wasn't funny enough. Maybe she simply didn't have it. And honestly, that thought destroyed her more than the hate comments ever could. The next day at school, her friends noticed she wasn't acting like herself anymore. She smiled less, laughed less. Even when everybody else was joking around, Jane looked mentally exhausted. She kept trying though. Every day after school, she would rush home, grab her phone, open TikTok, and attempt another trend that didn't even feel natural to her. And every single upload died before 500 views. It almost felt like it shouldn't have happened. Then one afternoon, something unexpected happened. Jane was cleaning her room when she discovered an old dusty box hidden under her bed. Inside the box were memories from years ago. Old fidget spinners, silly sunglasses, old headphones, photos of her and her friends dabbing, old toys, screenshots from old trends. The moment Jane saw those memories, something inside her changed. She suddenly remembered a time when the internet actually felt fun. A time when people made videos because they enjoyed them, not because they were desperately trying to fit in. She remembered old Gen Z humor, old dances, old memes, old trends, that made absolutely no sense, but somehow made everybody laugh anyway. And for the first time in months, Jane genuinely smiled. Not a fake smile for TikTok, a real one. That night, Jane made a decision. No more forcing herself to act like somebody else. No more copying trends she didn't even enjoy. No more pretending. She decided that if her account failed, then at least it would fail while being herself. So she grabbed her phone one more time, but this video felt different. Very different. She brought back everything she loved from the old Gen Z era. The dabbing, the chaotic editing, the old meme energy, the bottle flips, the nostalgia humor, the fun. And while editing the video, Jane found herself laughing harder than she'd laughed in months. Because for the first time in a long time, creating content no longer felt like pressure. It felt like happiness. After finishing the video, Jane stared at the upload button nervously. She honestly expected people to make fun of her account, but she uploaded it anyway, then she went to sleep. The next morning, Jane woke up to her phone vibrating non-stop. At first, she thought something was wrong, but when she checked TikTok, her entire body froze. 2.1 million views. Jane blinked. She refreshed the page. 4.8 million, then 9 million, then 17 million. The numbers kept climbing so fast it almost didn't feel real. People everywhere were reposting her video. Comment sections exploded with nostalgia. This brought back my childhood. I miss this era so much. Gen Z finally returned. This healed me emotionally. And suddenly, something incredible changed. People stopped laughing at Jane. Instead, they connected with her. Because deep down, thousands of people secretly missed the old internet too. The video kept growing bigger and bigger. 50 million views, 100 million views, 212 million views, 11 million likes, 2 million new followers. Jane had officially become one of the biggest creators on TikTok. But strangely enough, the views were no longer the thing making her happiest. It was the messages. Messages from people seeing her videos reminded them of happier years. Messages from people thanking her for bringing back old memories. Messages saying her content made them smile during difficult times, and that meant more to Jane than numbers ever could. A few months later, Jane was invited to one of the biggest creator awards shows of the year. Thousands of people filled the building, cameras flashed everywhere, and when the announcer revealed that Jane had won TikTok Video of the Year, the entire crowd exploded with applause. Jane walked onto the stage, emotional, because just months earlier, she had almost given up completely. She looked at the crowd while holding the award in her hands, and in that moment, she realized something important. The internet didn't make her successful because she copied everybody else. It made her successful because the moment she stopped being afraid to be herself. That night, Jane returned home with her friends. They spent hours laughing, repeating old trends, and acting completely ridiculous together. And honestly, that happiness felt better than every single view she had ever received.